Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Lydia Nurjana from 6D class of English Education Department of Winsus Karyau. So today I will talk about lesson plan. In the last meeting in the subject ELT Media Design, we talked about lesson plan. So I think as a teacher or pre-service teacher, we should know, and when we will teach the student in the class, we should have lesson plan or RPP. RPP in Indonesia it's mean rencana pelaksanaan pembelajaran. Jadi so a lesson plan is a teacher daily guide for what student need to learn, how it will be taught, and how learning will be measured. Lesson plan help teacher be more effective in the classroom by providing a detailed outline to follow each class period. Jadi di sini lesson plan itu adalah panduan untuk guru dalam mencapai suatu tujuan pembelajaran di setiap kelas yang akan dia ajarkan. And then, this ensure every bit of class time is spent teaching new concept and having meaningful discussion, not figuring it out and the fly. Jadi, in every meeting, have different konsep, memiliki tujuan-tujuan yang berbeda yang menyesuaikan dengan materi yang akan diajarkan oleh seorang guru. And then, the most effective lesson plan have 6 key part. In the article that I found, I've got 6 effective lesson plan have key part. The first is about lesson objective. So lesson objective list what student will be able to do after completing the lesson. Jadi lesson objective ini dia menjelaskan tentang apa yang akan dan bisa dilakukan oleh seorang murid ketika setelah menyelesaikan sebuah pembelajaran. And then next we come to the related requirement. Related requirement are national, state or school standard that dictate what you need to teach in a class. Jadi related requirement ini dictate what you need to teach in a class. Dan selanjutnya, and the next, we come to the lesson material. The third section on your lesson plan is the list of material that you need to teach and listen and measure student outcomes. So you should be prepared the lesson, the materials that will you explain to the student. What will you explain to the student? What the material you should be prepared on yourself. And then next, lesson procedure. In this section, your lesson procedure is an in-depth explanation of how the lesson will progress in the classroom. Jadi di sini prosedur pembelajaran kamu itu seorang guru itu lebih mendalam dalam menjelaskan materinya dan the lesson will progress in the classroom. And then the next is assessment method. The assessment method measures whether your student learned lessons information and met your lesson objective. Jadi after do the learning, after do the lesson procedure, materials, and then related requirement or lesson objective, the assessment should be given to the student. The student will get the assessment to know how their own skill after this class, after you teach, and then back to your RPP or your lesson plan. And then the last is lesson reflection. The lesson reflection portion of lesson plan encourage teacher to take note on how to improve lesson after it has been complete. Lesson reflection it's like check your lesson plan, what the minus and what the plus of this of the what you get in this meeting, just like that. So you in the next lesson plan you know what should you do, you know what should they get in the learning process. Okay, because of each part of a lesson plan plays a role in the learning experience of your student, it's important to approach them with a clear plan in mind. So you, as a teacher, you should prepare yourself for this all, to do this all. Okay, I think until here my explanation and my summary about this lesson plan related to the last meeting in the ELT media design. So I apologize for my mistake. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.